Hi everyone, welcome to Cherokee Lockpicking. Well, today I have a Master Dimple lock, and this lock was sent to me by John Fox. He's one of my subscribers, nice person. He told me that he was having trouble with this lock. He couldn't get a binding pin. His picks were being 8. He couldn't get them in and out. Well, John, don't feel bad. So far, I have picked this lock one time, and now I cannot get it open. And I really think that there's something wrong in here. The very first pin sways all over the place, back and forth, forward and backwards. It's almost like a bell in there, and I wish I could show it better, but I don't have the means, I guess, to hold a light and show you. And then take a pick and move it around. I'm sorry, I can't do that. You have to take my word for it. When you get this lock back, John, you'll understand what I'm saying. Just take your pick and move that back and forth. And then you'll see it go, it's like the hole is huge. You can move it over where you can see the next pin. And really goes to the left. It's almost like it's broken or something. So anyways, I think, I don't know if all the pins are that way, just the first one. I don't know what's going on in there. But it's a stinker. And wanted to go over my pick that I use. I used the curved flag. And what I've done is I've taken my Pippin file and I have filed the front of this down and the back of it down, and I've also taken and filed the back of it a little bit, just on the edges to smooth it out, and the reason for that is so you can slide it underneath these pins back and forth without getting stuck. Now you might have to wiggle a little bit and it'll come out, though. You're not going to get stuck in there. If you use a flat flag, you're going to get stuck in this particular lock every time. I went through my whole set of sparrows, and this was the only one that felt right, and all of them need work. So when you get one, guys, you just need to put a little work into them, almost like any other pick that you have. Very few come to you ready to go. Now, the tension I'm using, I should have showed it to you before I shoved it in, but it is smaller and then it gets bigger down at the bottom, on one side especially. And I like this one because I could shove it in there and wedge it, and now it's not going to flop around and do weird stuff. Also, it keeps the back of the tension wrench from touching any pins on the side, because that'll foul you up every time, because a lot of times you'll take just a regular tension wrench and put it up at the top and stick it in, and that might work, but as you're working, it starts to turn a little bit. This little piece back here will hit the back pin. You don't even know it. Screw you all up. So, anyway, what else do I want to touch on? The tension wrench, the pick. Also, if you get lost in here, you can always go in and come back and find your last pin and then crawl under it, and then you can kind of fill them as you go. If you want, you can take your key and put your pick up to it. Take a marker and put little lines on it all the way down where the pins are, so you can tell exactly what pin you're on, or approximately what pin you're on at the time. That'll really help you. Let's see what else. I guess that's just about it, except for the tension. This core is a spring core, as you can see, and the locks I have picked have all been dead cores, so I've had to put in a tension wrench at the bottom and top so I can control the core. This one, when I picked it the one and only time, I had very, very light tension going on, and you're gonna maybe not even hear a click. Sometimes it's so subtle, you have to really be feeling for it, just like you're trying to get a splinter out of your finger. You're gingerly going in there and just kind of poking around. That's the only way I know how to describe it right now, but you really want to feel what's happening. I am going to post this whether I open this lock or not. I really don't care. I got it off camera, I just can't get it on camera, but John, my true feeling is there's something wrong with this lock. Now I just set number 2. I felt it go in. I don't want to mess with one notch anyway, because it's a really it's a short pin, and I'm gonna not mess with it till I need to. But I'm wondering if they're all that way. I would love to know what the inside of this core looks like. And I think I mentioned in one of my other videos that a lot of times I do like heel and toe type of thing. I don't know what else you'd call it, just kind of rocking back and forth, but sometimes I use the back of the pick to push up to set something, especially if it's a really high pin. So I just felt the pin drop. It was probably number 2, the only one I felt go in. Now I feel the pin's binding, but if I put pressure on them, they don't seem to want to do anything. And you sure want to make sure you're under a pin before you push on it, because you can be in between pins and get a false feeling there that it needs to be set when it doesn't. It's not even the pin. This is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I got an itty bitty click out of 2. I'm going to give this another couple minutes and see how we do. Now number 3 gave me a little click. A little teeny nudge out of 2 and 3. A click out of 6. Gonna give it one more minute and that's it. Pulling the plug. No sense in beating a dead horse, as they say. And I felt like I got something to settle in. If I pop open a minute, camera goes off. Okay, got a little click out of 3. Felt like it settled in. Click out of 3 again. And 3 keeps falling down. Okay, folks, I hate to give up, but I'm not gonna pick all night long on this lock. It's like now I'm just feeling one click after another and nothing. When I let up, I didn't even feel anything come down this time. Okay, folks, thank you for joining me today. I hope you picked up a couple of tips anyways. And John, I'm sorry I couldn't get it on camera for you, but at least you know you couldn't get it, and now I can't get it. Take care. Bye-bye.